Yeah, Setbreak music.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go grab a few drinks, maybe get.
All right, hey, can you pick me up some pretzel?
Get your sandwiches out, Brian. Where are your sandwiches?
Yeah.
Sandwiches everywhere. How is everybody doing out in niche fish podcast world? Yes, I'm gonna turn the music down.
Thank you. I can barely hear you. Oh my god.
Seriously,
Jesus,
like
you kids in your loud rock and roll
concert
music
or
these
something?
days. Good God.
All right, that is
Get
at
off my
a
lawn.
that's at a good volume. How's everybody doing out there? It's Setbreak. This is pretty good. This is the HFPod on tour 529 Setbreak hang. We got everything coming together here. We didn't know if we were going to get a Setbreak hang there. We were kind of wondering, are they going to close it with Carini? Are they going to close it with WeakPog? Are they going to go into Cavern? What was going to happen?
So all rules are off.
Mm-hmm.
All rules are
They
off.
open with character 0. They don't fucking play Hydrogen. No rules anymore.
Mike
No
screwed in the
rules.
first set. Interesting. No hydrogen.
And
Timothy
lots of Mike singing.
Henderson asked, "This is the first time you guys have done the pre-show and Setbreak hangs." It is.
Yeah.
If you like it, we're gonna do it more.
Let us
because
know.
We all had fun there in
Thanks for
that
being here.
pre-show hang, and we're gonna do
Yeah.
this here again. And we're really excited to do this tonight, as well as right now. We have it planned to do it next Sunday night, but we may do it more. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's just see a show of hands. Who had a fun first set?
Oh, I did.
I had a really fun first set.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Anyone out in the audience? Did you guys have a fun first set? Let us know. What did you think about that? Give us your rating. Give us however you
give us your
judge
highest
these sorts of
highlight.
things.
What was yours, Megan? What was your highlight of this set?
I really like the Mike's jam.
Right? That was cool and like weird and pretty.
Yeah, really good. And like right off the bat, they went in deep right away, which I appreciate.
Yeah. Nice first jam.
Mm-hmm. How about you?
That might be my pick, although I was impressed. Why is my stop texting me, Brian? Come on. I'm talking to you right here.
What are you texting, Brian? Am I not included in this?
You
That's
probably
fucked
are.
up.
Anyways, I just put y'all on Do Not Disturb. I mean, put this on Do Not Disturb. Anyways, yeah, I really like the 0 jam too. That was cool and unexpected. I think it's the second longest character 0. It was about
I think you're right.
13 minutes.
Yeah, I think you're right. So the longest version was 11:26:97.
It was 20 minutes.
That was a 21-minute jam. The last time that Character 0 opened set 1 was July 3rd, 2010. A show that I would say is deeply, deeply overlooked and underrated. That last half of the first leg of the summer 2010 tour, starting with Merriweather and ending in Alpharetta, was the first time that they'd played Alpharetta. And they do the 7-3 show, has a Character 0 opener and a beautiful tweezer in the second set. 7-4 show is very famous. You've got a Foreman's, you've got a Harpua, you've got Killing in the Name of on the 4th of July. Some serious statements from
And
the
people
band.
think they won't play Melt the Guns. Come on.
I mean, come on.
Recognize.
Come on, do it, motherfuckers.
that was
Do it for the second set.
That was the second longest. I don't think they're going to play Melt the Guns in Alabama. I'm just saying. But
what better?
I don't know
that
if
was
they
the
get out of
second longest 0. Is that
Yeah.
true?
That was the second longest 0 ever.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, it's barely. It's only cracked 10 minutes, like maybe once or twice, Kevin. Okay. I'm not reading that.
Oh my
out
God.
loud.
This is like continuing our talk from earlier today. It's making me blush.
So
Late night.
I want to run through really quickly
It's
with
a little
Setbreak
blue.
so that
It is
so
dark.
we all know
Yeah.
what we're talking about here. Character 0 opens, Mike's song, Bounce Around the Room, Kill Never Falls, Winter Queen, Funky Bitch, NICU, Carini, and WeakPog. Really interesting first set. A lot of stuff that kind of felt like flipped up on its side. I was in a chat with a couple of buddies, and we were wondering, Do they close the set with Carini and open the second set with Weekapog? Those sorts of weird, crazy things are on the table in this era of Fish. They didn't, but it was still fantastic. My highlight, nobody asked, but I'm just going to share it because
Oh, we were
that's what
gonna
we
get
do
to you,
here.
I swear.
Ryan, what's your highlight?
It was coming around to me. I'm like I'm watching the Celtics game right now, and I'm
How's
like
Larry
the guy
Bird
in the
doing?
corner just being like, Larry Bird's having an off game, couple
Oh,
fouls.
sucks.
He's like 2 for 11, but
He's my guy.
my highlight was the Kildova Falls.
Nice jam.
It was really nice jam. I texted you guys this. I feel like I saw this song every single, like
Yeah.
every other show in early 3.0. It took me a while, and then at some point I was like, you know what, man? You like Chugel. Why don't you like this song? It was kind of the same conversation I had with myself about Possum, where I was like, you realize this is just Fish writing a Chugel song. Like, just embrace it. And once I got over
It's like
that,
Fish ripping off a Leonard Skinner song, and
right?
Yeah.
which
And
is
I
the
was
same
like,
as
I'm
what
just,
you said.
you can just groove. But the jam, there was a moment where I was like, Trey's not playing anything. Like, there were no notes. It was abstract. It was ambient. And like that, those of you who know me, I feel like I hope all of you know me. That
You know you right.
was a Brian type of jam right there. And
It
I'm
was good.
right there with it.
Short,
good jam.
I got some timings here, courtesy of @Guy Forget Ghost. Good dude. Follow him on Twitter. He's he's pretty good with set lists and timings on the spot. So Zero, he has it at 13 minutes. Mike's at 10, into Bouncin' at 4. Respectable. KDF was only 11 minutes long. 7-minute Winter Queen, 5-minute Funky Bitch, 5-minute NICU, 9-minute Carini, which has got to be a short Carini.
Yeah.
Given
Lately.
recent events, and then 7-minute for Weekapog. 74 minutes on the set, 9:05 to 10:19 ish. Call these timings all unofficial, but pretty good. Yeah, pretty good stuff, I think.
I think that what that
this
tells
set.
me is like there was a lot of ideas packed into song selections that if you were to see this on paper and have not webcasted this show to this point in time, you'd be like, okay, looks fine.
Guarantee
And then
I'm
you
gonna
listen.
see that in the morning or something from somebody and
Right.
be like, eh.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
it doesn't like read well, I feel like, but it was good.
It's interesting. And like I felt at some point during Mike's, because Mike's kind of fell into this really delicate jam. How long did you say that the Mike's was again?
Mike's was 10 minutes, but it was
Yeah.
nice. It was the first jam. It wasn't no second jam, but it was cool.
They've been doing that a lot with Mike's. I think specifically about the Vegas version and the MSG version, both around 10 minutes. Neither fully went off into type 2 terrain, but it was like they were stretching out the ideas of that main what is it, F sharp minor B jam segment. If I have that wrong, someone tell me what the chords are for this. I believe it's F sharp minor.
I don't play Fish songs.
Really?
Yeah, no, I don't know any Fish songs.
Putting this into the bank for future episodes. What songs do you play? And I'm Ryan Storm says I'm correct. It's that F sharp minor B. It's really
there you
fun.
go.
Just like it's great.
Thank you, Ryan.
But like it felt like they were exploring that area without saying we have to go off into another terrain, and that's sometimes really nice. Like you're going to go back to that.
Yeah,
What do you guys think about Winter Queen?
I like Winter Queen. It is the longest gap, actually. That has not been played since 10/16/21. So 23 shows. I like that song. I think it's pretty. I think it's not that different in some respects to Roger, which I also like.
It's really pretty. I just haven't connected to it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I like the kind of spirally guitar lines that Trey plays in them.
The one thing I really like about that song, it took me a while to really appreciate it, but there's a moment in the jam segment where Trey always kind of pushes it into this kind of distorted zone where it's pretty, but then it's kind of ugly at the same time, and it's a little terrifying, and like that mixture that he's like mashing up at that point. it fits the vibe of the overall song in such a way that I don't know. It really gets me. I think it's one of the stronger recent ballads, and it does the same thing as Roger, where it's a sneaky ballad. You're slowing
Mm.
down. It's giving you the sense that you have a breather, and then
Yeah.
there's a peak in the
Drops a
jam.
little heavy on you for
It
Yeah,
drops a little
it hits
heavy, and like
deeper.
you come out of it, and you're like, okay, this is way different than I thought.
And I'd like to, without putting the line on the screen, I'd like to go ahead and call out, you know who you are, the person who keeps saying they should retire Winter Queen, that they only played it once last year. They only played it
Wow.
once in 2019. They only played it once in 2018. And they played it like 4 times in 2017.
Mm.
So, like,
They don't play it very
let it
often.
be. It's not that frequent. It's right now running a 12 show average, but that is rapidly dropping as they only play it once a year. So you're fine, man. They're not going to play it at Deer Creek.
They aren't.
Don't sweat it.
It's off the table now.
It's off the
not coming
table
back.
now. I saw it when Trey played at Carnegie Hall, and it was so beautiful to hear it in that environment. I really liked
yeah.
it then. I don't know how I love it with Fish, but it's a cool song.
She
We
doesn't like Winter
had-
Queen either, Brian. Put that on the list.
I mean, Jesus, add it up. Semi-retired.
I thought the Carini, just jumping ahead towards the end of the show or the end of the set, Carini and Kill Devil Falls and I guess Character Zero kind of reminded me of this in the sense that like, and I don't know if this pretends anything towards the second set, but it felt like it was very easy for the band to find a zone of music to explore in the same way that we've heard throughout the first two shows of this run. But at the point when it could go off for another 8 to 12 minutes, Trey reined it in almost immediately. And I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I was just noticing it throughout the set that like, and maybe this bodes really well for the second set. Sometimes if the band doesn't go fully in during the first set, but they do hint at moments of exploration.
If they touch it.
Yeah.
You know that it's there.
Yeah,
like they don't
might
utilize those creative engines in the first set. It actually leads to a really strong second set. And who knows? I mean, this is the beauty of it. We have no idea what's about to happen. But I want to point out, Evie Dude just posted Randall's Island Winter Queen Do It. And this actually proves 2 points. One, that is an excellent version of Winter Queen that is right in line with what I was describing in that like smearing of ugly beauty in the jam segment. But also that's that first set of that Randall's Island show, 7, 13, 14. The band is touching improvisation without going off the deep end. And then they come out for the second set and play a near 30-minute version of Choctaw Torture. And one of the best jams of the 3.0 era. And as Ryan Storm said, they dip their toes in improvisation, if you will. We'll see. I mean, we don't know. This is like us picking 5 songs each at the start of the show.
Oh, speaking of which,
and we got one song right. We got that
right. Speaking of which,
well, the rest of them are second set songs. I mean, except for Ginseng, so I could still get, and the rotation jam could come in. So
you could get it. You never know.
I was about to text you guys and say, "Oh no, I meant NICU instead of Yamar." It was a different reggae inspired song midway through the first set. But
is it okay if I prefer NICU to Yamar? Without disliking Yamar, that's not a knock on that song. But if I had to choose the two, NICU,
oh, for sure, I'd pick NICU too. I like Yamar a lot, but like NICU is just so sentimental to me.
Look at him; he's got to think about this, Megan.
Well, here's
that's
the thing:
like a mid '90s song. The NICU is like really like.
He's just showing his youth.
He is. You're just showing your 2.0. It's fine, but like Yamar over NICU.
Here's my argument for Yamar. I am of the belief that the greatest hour of Fish music that has ever been performed was on 12/2/97 at the Philadelphia Spectrum. And in that, one of the greatest jams I've ever heard the band play is a Yamar that jams and goes into Dogface Boy in like the prettiest. It sounds composed. That version of Yamar will push all Yamars
You
over
can have
NICU for
that
me.
version of Yamar.
Yeah, but
But
it's
all
that's
versions of Yamar do not
Yeah.
stand up to NICU.
Let's
just
be thankful that Mike
lyrically.
stopped doing that.
Yes, I think we can all be glad about that.
Want to shoot over here really quickly.
You're
Timothy
getting
Henderson.
some love. Ernie appreciates you, Brian.
There it is. Fellow 2.0er. He gets it. We get each
He
other.
gets it.
The It Yamar. Come on. Timothy Henderson.
Yeah,
Let's
I have a
revisit.
long list of highlights from it. I'm sorry, we do to talk Timothy here, but that's not on my highlights from it.
Really?
Mm.
Go ahead.
Oh man, go back and listen. It's amazing. Like
Okay.
17 minutes, second song of the entire festival. Super dark. Oh my god.
I was there, dude. I know.
I was at that show. I wasn't. I was just sitting at home waiting for downloads.
How'd
Let's
you get this
revisit
job?
Let's revisit the big
Okay, yeah.
question.
Yes.
Tweezer tonight or in Charleston? What do you guys have to say about this?
Tweezer Tonight is a different podcast. Sorry. I'm not sure they still make it, but that
don't
was a
think
whole
so.
different show.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that?
Are they going to play Tweezer tonight,
Oh.
or are they going to play it in Charleston?
I
a
don't
coin
know.
toss.
I feel like I'm doing such a bad job at predicting them, except quadraphonic toppling. But otherwise, I have no idea if they're going to play Tweezer or not.
I am
toss.
going to
Wow.
go out on a limb here and say that they're going to play it in Charleston night 2. I think that they are in the habit of holding some of these big songs for
Mhm.
like the midweek type of show, and Tweezer feels like we know we
Yeah.
can play a really great version of Tweezer. Let's just put it on pause for a little bit.
I'm getting a Merriweather Sunday Tweezer vibe right here, and I think it could well happen tonight. Nothing will surprise me. I have no expectations other
Yeah.
than Hood, Ruby Waves. What? No, I
Other
have
than
no
the 5 songs I
expectations.
picked.
Yeah, no, I don't really. I'm not committed to that list either. But I could hear it. I could hear it tonight. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, they're definitely what we were talking about, the space that they're getting to very easily, that they weren't fully diving into in the set 1, could line up with a Tweezer that just like blows up.
It could be
Or a
in anything
Mercury.
though, or Ruby Waves, or
Yeah.
whatever. I mean,
You know, you
that's
think
Right,
about
the wild thing.
you think about last summer's tour, and I don't think the band's thinking like this at all. So,
No,
you
they
know,
don't.
forgive me for going off on this tangent, but they play this incredible simple at the first night of tour in Arkansas. They play a huge Carini on night 2 in Alabama. They play a huge Chalk Dust at night 3 in Alpharetta. And then night 4, Sunday night, they come out and they play Tweezer, and they play a 33-minute version of Tweezer. And it's the version that like really showcase like, wow, this synth pedal, the Jedi pedal, what in the hell is going on here? Who is this band? Like, there's a 10-minute jam segment based around one riff and Fishman's interspersed samples. So maybe this will be the Beeve Tweezer.
Maybe, but
The
I
Beeve
bring up Timothy's
Tweezer.
other conversation. Next point here. It really can be anything. That's what's
Yeah.
exciting. Talking about when the first Tweezer will drop is just fun. I agree. It is fun.
Totally,
Um,
Timothy. Yeah.
Obviously, the thing we're not really saying and nobody wants to say is that Tweezer's on the shelf and they won't be playing it anymore. No, because it's not true, right? It's totally coming. So
It's coming.
it's coming.
Down with Disease
Any
hasn't
day
been
now.
played yet.
What's that?
Down with Disease hasn't been played yet. We'll see what happens there. That's
I
always
agree. I
the
think they're going to hold that one back.
Strong
think they're
chance of
holding
the
that?
Drowned opener, right? They're all in the sand and they're at the beach at least, and I don't know if there's sand somewhere nearby.
I can't really tell where they are. I'm confused about that. So I haven't really looked into that.
we've got
They could be
strip
in Camden,
malls.
for all you can tell. I don't know.
There are
I just
boats
heard there's like a lot of
somewhere.
cops. There's like strip malls. Yeah. I'm confused.
So, question for you all. We're going to do this on Sunday night Setbreak shows. And maybe we'll start doing these. I don't know. Who knows if we're going to do these shows every night or two. It seems like a lot, but
Never again.
never again. This is the last
It's
one.
so fun though. It's
is
been
fun.
really fun.
We're going to play a game here,
boy.
and we're going to log this game for the records, and we will come back to this in December to determine where everyone's at. Pick a song from this first set that is going to make your year-end Fish playlist.
Maybe the mics. I think the mics
It's
is a fair
definitely the
chance.
mics for me.
I'm going Kill Devil Falls.
I don't think that's
Okay.
crazy.
Can I put both on?
You can, but we're picking one song.
Okay, fine. It's the mics, but
If it's convenient for you guys, I'd love if there are pre-show set break shows. You know what? That's all we need. You got it, Shermith. We're here. We're here for you.
so fun.
We're here.
If I can make it.
What else do we got to go over here for set one?
I don't know. If we stop now, I could probably get a shower before set two.
The shower set break. You
yeah,
talked
gotta
a
get the
lot
set
about
break
this,
showers
and
for real, y'all.
this is nice.
And I can knock one out.
I like the cereal set break at couch tour. It's nice.
The cereal set break. I think I'm going to do a popcorn set break and make some popcorn because we've got fourth quarter of Game 7 on, and we've got second set of the Sunday Night Fish show here from Alabama.
What's going on in the Celtics game? Is my husband still watching that? I have no idea.
Oh yeah, this is a very intense game.
Apparently, Larry Bird's not having a good night.
No.
Jimmy Butler's playing great.
Jimmy Butler's playing.
Jimmy Butler, he is actually in attendance. You got that totally right. He is sitting courtside. He's been courtside at every Heat game. Tomorrow we'll be back at 1 p.m. Eastern to do a breakdown of this full show, as well as kind of give our thoughts in context of where the band is at this point in the tour. We've got a wonderful guest that will be joining us, and we're going to be talking about just kind of what's happening, what it was like being at Alabama. We are also going to be broadcasting day after recaps for Charleston as well as Deer Creek next weekend. So keep hanging with us here. We love the energy in this chat here. If anyone has any questions, we're happy to answer questions here before we break for our set break. But this is fun. This is fun hanging with you guys.
This was so fun. Thanks everybody for joining us too.
Yeah, thanks y'all. I wonder, any of you, you can't enter the chat if you're watching on Twitter or whatever. So I just want to shout out to all the Twitter people, both of you, and thank you for watching.
Thank you. And to Ryan Storm's question, is this a fish podcast or a basketball podcast?
Fish.
It is both.
Fish podcast.
I would not be on this if it was a basketball podcast.
Only watch basketball when my son plays.
I don't know anything about basketball.
Is something with no beginning longer or something with no end? I feel like this is a throwback to Kevin's comment about jam length, but I don't know.
I
the
feel like
answer
it's too late for me to answer a question like that.
Or too early.
Or I've had too much to drink. I'm not sure which one.
Any HFPod people hitting up Charleston? Yeah,
I wish
at a live podcast.
Wish.
I wish that we were as well, but we will not be. What is everyone's? Let's say this really quick before we break. What is everyone's first show of the year? What's it going to be? Aside from MSG already happened.
Raleigh. That's it.
Jones Beach will be my first one.
I believe my first one is going to be the Man. I believe.
Sweet.
So we'll see. Thank you everyone for hanging with us. We will see you all tomorrow to recap this show in full. Megan, Jonathan, I'll see you guys back in the chat.
See you guys at 1. Thanks so much.
Bye, y'all.
Peace out, everyone.